I am Ashley Mazuri. Our sign language interpreter is Damien Evans. Now, tonight, the government is moving to deal with confrontations with different trade unions over demands by civil servants. A framework to standardize collective bargaining negotiations between the government and trade unions has now been finalized. Principal Secretary in charge of Public Service, Amos Gashesha, says the framework will help address disparities in remuneration and curb labor unrest. Our senior reporter, Rita Tinina, with details of the latest CBA signed between the government and the Union of Kenya Civil Servants.
After a lengthy process characterized by proposals and counter-proposals between the Union of Kenya Civil Servants and the government, the two parties were finally on the same page, paving the way for the signing of the collective bargaining agreement. Yet another CBA that the government was signing. Civil servants in different government departments are represented by different trade unions, albeit with near similar interests. To the government, that leads to a fragmented approach to CBA negotiations.
This approach has caused many challenges, which include disparities, disharmony and inconsistency in remuneration and benefit structure in the public service, delays in concluding collective bargaining processes, continuous labor unrest among employees, and disruption of critical service delivery in the different sectors.
Now the government wants to correct that.
The State Department for Public Service, together with the relevant government agencies, has finalized a framework to standardize and guide the process of collective bargaining negotiations.
The government has developed a post-retirement medical policy and wants to put in place a unified human resource management system
to ensure that the public service has a single source of HR information in the public service for decision making. As it is now, we have different payrolls. Mainstream civil service, we have the parastatals, we have the independent commissions, all of them, they're running different, but we want to unify all this.
The latest CBA covers 5 areas: salaries and allowances, employer-employee relations, leave entitlement, medical benefits, and cessation of employment. It is part of the 2021-2025 cycle and will be implemented in 2 phases. The government has set aside 1.1 billion shillings for the first phase that will see civil servants get a 9% salary increment backdated to the 1st of July 2023, and the second phase 1.1 billion shillings which will take effect on the 1st of July 2024 with a 7% salary increment.
But remember, that is not the end, because after the signing there is the daunting task of implementation, which is also very important, because whatever we have put in the CBA, they cannot lead to the outcome that we expect if they are not implemented.
For now, the union will be hoping that the government will keep its end of the bargain. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
The National Dialogue Team has yet again postponed its engagement